Hello my dear friends, haven't seen for a long time, but today I came with a really curious project. However, firstly we need to prepare a list of parts that we will use in this project. We are going to make Bluetooth boombox. That means that we need Bluetooth module, battery charge indicator, sound amplifier, switch, battery and dynamics. All the parts you can buy by the link in the description, but excluding the dynamics, because I really do not recommend you to buy it there. It's much better to take them off from old speakers. If I don't have 3D printer, I would say that now we have to take piece of paper and make a drawing. After that put it on the piece of wood and cut it out. But today I have a different plan. Now I am domesticating SolidWorks, and as you can see there are some results. Indeed, I thought that it will be much more difficult. Dynamics have really unusual shape. Therefore, if I make this box of wood, there would be a lot of problems. But in SolidWorks it solves with 2 clicks of mouse. Box that I have modeled is pretty big. Despite of the fact that I could easily print this box entirely, I decided to divide this part on several. It's time for slicing and printing. Slicer that I use is Simplify 3D. It's a really functional and powerful program. I really recommend to use it. Plastic that I will use is PETG. It's really strong with low temperature of melting. It sticks pretty firmly to the bed, but in spite of this we have to use a glue stick. Dynamic fastens to this cap by 4 screws. I have printed both of the caps, and now we have to think about protection of the dynamics, because without it we can hurt them. First variant was that thin frame that I decided to cover with piece of tissue, but then I understood that it was too difficult. Second protection was intended for metal grid that would fasten from the inner side of this protection, but it was really difficult to print it. Third variant was the best one, all is printed perfectly, wherein it's a really strong protection. So it's time for printing the biggest part. Printing of it took near 10 hours, and of course a lot of plastic. And of course I've modeled and printed front panel, where I'm going to locate all the parts like Bluetooth module. When I've divided the biggest part, I've provided that we need protrusions. You can see it by the perimeter of stubs. These parts are glued together tightly with superglue. Such gaps must be partied. For this operation I use superglue and baking soda. They create really strong connection. And now you can see the final result. Pretty good, I think. So all is ready for painting. First 2 layers I'm going to make with primer. It was too difficult to find primer for plastic, so I use primer for metal. For this operation I've bought airbrush, so I think I'll get very interesting experience. After full drying of first layer of primer, we have to align it with piece of grid paper. And after that put another layer of primer. And after that all is ready for last layer with black paint. I was really glad of the result. I've got a really smooth surface. And now it's time for assembly. fastening electronic components on the front panel, I haven't foreseen place for sound amplifier, so I am getting out of the situation by improvising. I have just printed such small columns and glued them on the back side of the panel. I have soldered all the models and I don't think that you need electronic circuit, because it's too easy. Panel looks really incredible when you turn it on, but there is no flicker in reality. It's feature of video camera. And now soldering the dynamics. Also recommend you to use sealant for mounting of the dynamics. Also, it's necessary to put a piece of sponge under the buttons of Bluetooth module, because they will make unpleasant noise. Charging connector I have put on the back wall of boombox. I have just drilled a hole and threaded it through with drop of glue. All is ready for sound test. Maybe you won't hear it, but there are some problems with sound. I've thought what was the matter and understood that sound amplifier is D class. It's really small, energy efficient, but for these features it sacrifices its sound quality. Instead of it, I decided to use sound amplifier of class B on the chip PEM1556Q. It's much bigger and the battery will discharge in 2 times faster, but for me sound quality in priority. And now let's test it again. And now sound became just wonderful. For mounting this amplifier, I've printed such part that I will glue on the bottom of the box. So this is final result. I'm really satisfied by the made job. Appearance of such boombox is really cute and I won't be ashamed by showing this boombox to my friends. However, links on all the parts you can find in the description. 3D models I also will put there. Put like and comment on this video. I'm really glad of reading your comments. Wait for new videos and goodbye.